Hi there. I want to take you back about 35 years to a day when my toddler and her daddy suddenly broke out with a strange rash. It was scary. I had no idea what was causing it, but by sleuthing and deducting, I realized that the only difference that we had had over the last 24 hours, 48 hours, was a brand new dryer sheets. I rewashed all their clothes without the dryer sheets, and sure enough, over a couple of days, the rashes completely disappeared. It was that moment that was a real wake-up call to what I didn't even know I needed. Back then, we were already trying to eat a lot healthier, but it just never occurred to me that the everyday products that we were using could actually be harming us. I thought, if they're on the store shelves, they must be safe, right? Well, wrong. That experience set me on a journey that has lasted for decades and continues to this day. It's learning, researching, and slowly replacing all the toxic products with safer, cleaner, natural options. And I truly believe that this is one of the reasons that I feel so healthy. I'm able to do all the things that I want to do, even in my 70s. And it's all because of the steps that I have been taking along the way. Today, I want to share with you what I have learned, the swaps that I made, and how essential oils gave my do-it-yourself products some cleaning superpowers, and a few surprising things that you might not know about what's really in some of those natural products on the shelves today. So if you're ready to start reducing your toxic load, or you just want to live, a younger, healthier life, then this video is for you. So let's get to it. Let's go back to that moment with the rash. That's when I started really asking a lot of questions. I realized we didn't actually know what chemicals were in our everyday products and what the ramifications might be. Back then, we didn't have the internet. So I went off to the library and started researching the ingredients and studies and things like that. It was a slow process, but what I found out really shocked me. I discovered that products that were labeled gentle or fresh or even natural often had toxic ingredients in them that could really disrupt our hormones. They irritate our skin. They cause respiratory issues, all kinds of things. That's when I started making my first swaps. First off, I ditched those dryer sheets completely. In fact, all dryer sheets. I also started reading labels on all the cleaning products. The more I learned, the more I realized I just couldn't trust what was on the shelves. So I began to make my own cleaners. At first, I found these little booklets on vinegar and baking soda. They were simple, cheap, and super effective. And that's what got me hooked. I began experimenting, tweaking the recipes, creating some of my own versions of them that would actually work just as well and sometimes even better than the stuff that I had previously been purchasing on the store shelves. Later on, I was introduced to essential oils. I, at first thought essential oils just make things smell nice, but there is so much more to them. Many essential oils have powerful natural properties, things that, I wanted in my cleaning products. They're antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobial, antiviral, the list just goes on and on. I started adding them to my cleaning products, my recipes that I was creating. And what I found out, it was like giving my cleaners a superpowers. They were so much more effective than they were before without the essential oils. And having that nice aroma was definitely a bonus. Over the years, I have refined my recipe collection, and I've actually put them together for you to save you time and the hassle from starting from scratch yourself. You can find the link for my book down below in the descriptions. It's everything you need from top to bottom to clean your home, for woodwork, tiles, everything. And in the back, I did give you a listing of different essential oils and their properties so that you will easily know what to put into different things if you want to change up the essential oil that you're using. Now let's talk about something that's really important: greenwashing. Even though we have products on the market, they say natural or green, they aren't what they appear to be. One of the big red flags to look for is the word fragrance. It sounds harmless, right? But fragrance is considered a proprietary word to use, which means that the companies don't have to disclose what's actually in the fragrances. And that's where a lot of these harmful ingredients are. So you won't find them when you're just reading the label. Some of these ingredients can cause some serious health issues. They can be chronic respiratory problems that pop up, allergic reactions to things, headaches, hormonal disruptions, and even cancer, along with a lot of other health issues as well. These toxins also contribute to premature aging, and that's something I don't think any of us want. Sadly, some of the trusted brands that I used to love to use have been bought out by larger companies, and they've been reformulated to include those harmful ingredients. Why they did this? I'm thinking it probably had something to do with the bottom line, the cost. What do I do today? Well, yes, I'm still making a lot of my own products that I use, but there are two things that I continue to buy. One of them is the doTERRA concentrate dish soap. And I came across this several years ago. We found out that it works better than even my do-it-yourself recipe. My do-it-yourself recipe is pretty effective, but my husband really likes this, and since he's the head dishwasher, I just go with what he likes. It's all concentrate. I put it in a dispenser, so we just pump out what we want. Just a little bit goes a long way. The second product is also from doTERRA. It is the doTERRA's multi-purpose concentrate cleaner. So as you can see, it's really concentrated. And what you do is you put this 1 part here to 9 parts water. So I put it in this handy little spray bottle. You can use whatever glass spray bottle you have. This is amazing. It cleans counters and sinks, stainless steel, without streaking, stove tops, so much more. And it has actually been something that I have replaced several of the cleaners that I used to use, and it just helps make my routine simpler. I don't have to go get this one or make that one. It's all just right here in this bottle. There's some things that I still make, like my toilet bowl cleaner. This is great, but it's not as effective. Reducing toxins is an ongoing process. So in addition to switching out, healthier food and my cleaning products, I've also switched out things from non-stick cookware to stainless steel and cast iron. We're using parchment instead of aluminum foil, and I'm replacing a lot of my plastic containers with glass containers or silicone, bags. The ones like you get from stashers. So let me be clear. I haven't done everything. You don't either. Just start where you can, one step at a time. I've linked all the products that I've mentioned down below in the description for you, including all my cleaning recipe booklet too. So there's a few discounts with, well, almost everything has a discount with it, and no additional cost to you on that regard. I guess I do get a little something from it, and that helps me with putting on these videos for you, as well as supporting my website, kathyskinner.com/blogs. Now, if you're curious about your body naturally eliminating toxins, because it does, but as we age, it's not as effective. So you might want to check out my series that I have on how our body naturally detoxes, and I also walk you through some gentle and natural ways that you can help support your body in that process. Thanks so much for watching. If this video helped you or inspired you, I'd love for you to give it a like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. We're all learning together. Every small step matters. See you in the next video.